right? So I don't see permanent servers being a big thing for me. I will still reset and replay through the content because I think that's the quickest way of going through the asterism stairway. Personally, it also helps keep it a bit fresh, like than just running silos and bosses to get asterism. So I think the permanent server is going to be a bit more interesting. Like they talked about the new PvE scenario, right? The new PvE scenario is supposed to be the whole map of Nalcott. So all the existing stuff. So what's in Prismverse, what's in Way of Winter, what's in Manibus, all of those regions, and maybe even the hidden regions, because not every region's used, right? Even the regions that currently aren't used is apparently going to be open. So they said. So that then makes for a huge scenario. And therefore, if they're sticking to a 6-week timeline, you'll need a permanent server. But I can't see how that scenario could be a 6-week timeline. I would expect that to be more in the region of 3 months. Gold. Sounds amazing. I agree. I would love to see an entire Nalcott map. I think that would be cool. What will be interesting is, does that mean all the Manibus areas are now going to be affected by temperature? Like, how's that going to work with the temperature stuff from Way of Winter? Is that now going to affect the whole place? That would be interesting, because it means that you would need different gear when going up into the Way of Winter area, because it wouldn't be optimum to be using heat and cold resist gear when you're doing the Manibus stuff. So I think that could be really interesting, because it would mean, ooh, I actually now need some gear storage and weapon storage, because right now, what do you need it for? You build one set of gear, one set of weapons. You don't really need anything else, right? But if you have to go up into the cold mountains or the lava area, suddenly, ooh, I actually now need different gear. Maybe I need different weapons, because we're going to start seeing different bosses with different resists. So if I go down a frost build with the Anabasis, that might not work anymore, because you might come up against a boss that's resistant to frost. So actually now I need a shrapnel weapon or something. That would be cool. Heat chest pants, cold chest pants, then regular wolf. Yeah, but that wouldn't be efficient, maybe, for doing some of the other bosses. Like, for example, I like move speed. So I'm putting, like, wolf hides in on a lot of stuff so I can improve move speed, or I want to increase my HP, for example. So, yes, you could do a bit of a jack-of-all-trades build, right, in terms of your gear, but I'm using Treacherous Tides set right now. So that's great if you're doing Lunar Oracle stuff, but not great if you're doing the cold heat stuff. So it then comes down to what's efficient for where you are. So there would actually, for me, I think there would be benefit to then having different types of gear, because you want to do things in the most efficient, safe, or whatever way you want to do it. Because you can build a generic set of gear, but it might not be that safe, right? It might be high risk to do that. Well, if you're just playing chill and you're not min-maxing like me, then actually you might not want to run around with a jack-of-all-trades set. I don't know. I'm theory crafting, right? I just think it would be interesting to see, right? Right, that tungsten's being made. Let's ditch the rest in here. No, bars can go in here as well. Scrap mats. Hides. Okay, right, so we've got plenty of ammo by the looks of it. Okay, that's good. I think I'm going to come down and do the Eyrie next, because we've got like a task down here. So I could do the Eyrie, then maybe go up and do Rift Anchor 73, and then we can come across and do... Well, that's the Forsaken Monolith. Don't do that yet. Yeah, we could do these 2 strongholds. And then after that, we can maybe come over and do just the area around. We won't go into LEA Labs, but we'll do the area around, and then we can do the alternate reality research. And that'll be all the strongholds done with just the monolith left. I'll probably then do a couple of silos and a run through here, and we'll see how much calibration we've got before we go after the Forsaken Giant. So, as always for me, I think this game has huge potential. I just don't think they're quite meeting that potential right now. And I think it's because they had a bit of a confusing start. I'm going to go with the bike. A bit of a confusing start in terms of what do they actually want this game to be? Do they want it to be a survival looter shooter? Do they want it to be Fallout Rust style? Do they want it to be an MMO? Because, you know, I've heard people calling this an MMO. I've heard people calling it a survival game. I've heard people calling it a looter shooter. And it's got a bit of all of that, right? It's just a case of what is it that the developers want the game to be. And that's the most important. Because then once they have that vision of knowing, right, this is what we want the game to be, then you can develop for that and focus on making those elements the best. And I like the all-in-one. I didn't get me wrong. I like the fact it's got all these elements in it, but there are a couple of conflicting things, particularly in terms of, is this an MMO or is this a seasonal looter shooter with survival elements? And I think that's really for me the biggest question. All the Pokemon catching and some of the survival stuff, I think that's great, and I don't think it detracts from anything, but a seasonal looter shooter and an MMO are 2 very different things. Right now, I wouldn't call this game an MMO. I don't see this game as an MMO. I see this game as a seasonal looter shooter that has survival elements, Pokemon pet collecting style elements, horror survival elements as well, with some multiplayer content, right? Whether it's PvP or whether it's PvP or whether it's going and doing a boss fight or dungeon or whatever. And I think one of the interesting things with temperature, what they've done now is they've kind of moved the temperature thing so it's above the sanity bar. So they clearly are looking at, you know, it's already it's enabled in terms of notifications, just not in effect in terms of being in Manibus. So I could see in the next scenario temperature applying everywhere. But it's going to have less of an impact in all the Manibus areas, right? Unless you get wet. Not that wet seems to do much, to be honest. See, look at the way you get this weird blurring on the crossbow scope. Well, it seems to take a while to focus in. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Ooh, super anomaly. Okay. I think we've got anything else around here that I won't really care about. Not at the moment. Okay. You don't see anybody else at the moment. Oh, there is somebody else around. Got the gear crate. Any storage crates? Okay, that's good. Nothing in there. Okay. Let's go around the back, see what we can find. And here we are, our ramp. Look at that. Pretty cool. Oh, hello. Right, no deviant down there. Sometimes at the bottom of these vulture towers, there's like a deviant. I found a voodoo deviant a few times at the bottom of those. It's always worth a check. Oh, I fell in. Oh, so many times they fall out, and then I lose my bloody arrow. Right, we've got the mystical. Right, there should be a weapon crate down here. Oh, that's going to stick in the side. That's the only problem here. Can we get the sniper at least? Do we see any more? There's a guy down there, but I don't really care about him right now. Yes, I see one. There we go. Hello. I think that's everybody. Rift anchors over the back. Oh, did I not pick that up? I'm going to have to go pick that up because that was from the super anomaly. I was sure I picked it up, but clearly I didn't. Clearly I didn't. Do you want to leave that behind? No, that was just the arrow. So I looted the mob, but it didn't give me the arrow. Okay. Fantastic. How goes it? How goes it? Thanks for joining us on Twitch. Hope you're well. Sorry, I was focused on some combat. You know how it is when you're fighting people. You gotta get your eye in. So I took my eye off the chat for literally a minute, and there you are. But thanks for joining us, and thanks for first time chat. It is much appreciated. Okay, nothing else here. Or here, let's go upstairs. There's the weapon crate. Shatter them all. Okay, let's go do the rift anchor. Okay, right. What have we got down here? I don't see anybody else down there at the minute. of that. Thank you very much. Ooh. Oh, very nice. Huh. Looks like a lot of this has been cleaned out. Well, they went down pretty quick. Take out the sniper. And we've got somebody here. Very cool. That was straightforward. There we go. And that's clear. Let's pick up the gear crate. And I think that's everything I care about here, I think. Yep. Okay. So, I now want to go over and do that, but the quickest way out of here, I think, to go and do that is to teleport home and teleport back to here. We do that. And we teleport here. And it's going to be lunacy coming. Right. Where is the... There we go. Might as well bike it. It's 500 meters. It's worth our time to spawn the bike. Got to keep an eye out for silver and gold. That we can't sell any more bars for a while. Oh, we got an event. Oh, we could go and do that event. Yeah, it's close enough that it's worth doing. Oh, gold. Gold, gold, gold. Definitely stop for that. 12k a bar. I don't mind if I do. Alright, hello. What are we going to get today? Oh. We're not going to get... Where's my minigun? Give me the minigun. Rude. Making me fight without a minigun. Jeez. Let's head over here. 10 in-game minutes and we will be in lunacy. I thought that was going to be gold then, but it wasn't. Denied. Ooh, but look, I think somebody's looted a silver thing and left their Digby boys. Yeah, the Moon Witch. Why would you leave them? They make great astral sand. Right, so we can see up there is a lunar crate. But we don't actually have much lunar whispers, right? Because we got fucked by them all. In fact, do we have lunar whispers? Are they still alive? No, we get fucked by them all disintegrating, which is really annoying. Okay. Somebody's running around with their sniper. $75. Oh, we got just an... Oh, you cocksucker. Who's shooting me with grenades? Where is that coming from? Oh, there you are. I hate it when they go in these, like, these places, because you can't, literally can't see them. Oh. Helps if we hit. Oh my god, what the fuck? There we go. Oh dear. Always sucks when you get somebody else around the same place you are, because this is the interesting thing. The game doesn't really feel like it caters for multiple people in strongholds farming at the same time. Let's see what's this going to be. That's a 50. That's lucky. No deviant, no. Okay. Let's see in here. There's a weapon crate. Oh, where are you going? Where the fuck did you go? Okay. Well, let's go do the elite because you offer decent lunar whispers. That would be level 50. What? Apparently you can't shoot. Look. The great thing with arrows, because they stick in, it goes to show how bad some of the hitboxes are. In terms of being unable to shoot through the fence. That's interesting. Okay. Nice. Get some of my arrows back. Oh, there's a nice bit of loot lying around in there. Hello. Thank you. Head up and do the rift anchor. Nothing else around here. Okay. Dumpster dive. Oh, that elite's back. Okay, very nice. Can't get over there. There we go. Storage crate down here. Ooh. I swear to God, that robot looks like the squash head in Cyberpunk. It really does. Ooh, these are back. It's only a 50. Nothing decent. Let's go do this one. There's a super anomaly up here as well. Oh, why did you go down there?
Don't just stand around gawking. Get in there.
Cool. Bit of that. Oh, 120. That's not bad. Oh, a by the wind. Not what I'm looking for. It's level 4, though. I want a red gel. I still don't have a red gel. Man, it kind of sucks. Still don't have my red gel.